Hola, it is Royal Mama here, just saying hello. Um, we're walking on a beautiful trail. Look at all the beauty around us. It's so nice. Oh, let's see, what have I been doing lately? Talking about lately. Let's see, the Lord. So I keep getting all these different people saying they follow the Lord, praise Jesus, which I all about that, but I just feel like there's no way to do that. There's no one way to do that. I feel like everybody has their own way of communicating with him, and I don't feel like there is one way. Like you got people that say, well, if you don't do this, he won't protect your soul and the devil will get in and blah, 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 blah. But then you hear the other people who say, like sinning's human sin. So I just am like a little confused on that. And I was like, gonna ask you guys like what you think, because I'm like, I love the Lord. I've been connected to him for a while. Lost my communication, didn't pray for a minute, didn't go to church, but never like, oh, I don't believe in him, or I'm not, connected to him in some way. When I was in high school, I used to go to church with my friend, and she got me to go. And so while everybody else was going to parties and stuff, I was going to the beach and going and hanging out with some really nice people that I really enjoyed their company. So, I just feel like there is no one way to connect with the Lord. You can go to church, but there's so many churches, they're not going to like keep you out of church because. And okay, so we have secrets. So we don't tell everybody everything. Is there any I just am trying to figure out. So you read the Bible, you look at all the meanings in the Bible. I haven't actually read it all from start to finish. I am working on doing that because I do want to do that. Just having time and remembering, and it's like, so, but I also want to understand it. So I've been going to Bible study regularly to kind of look through the book and understand what's in the book. So that way I'm not just reading scriptures and not understanding what exactly they mean. Oh my gosh, so cute. Check this out. Oh, the weed went away. There was like a little gopher and he was chomping on the weed there, and I was like, oh, cute. But he stopped. He might have heard me. Anyways, so there's someone coming. I like to not make them think I'm weird talking to people they don't know are there. So trying to understand what I'm reading, not just reading it and going, okay, that sounds cool, or, oh, I agree with that. So trying to figure out, because I was Catholic, I was baptized Catholic before I had a choice, like before I could pick or choose or understand. So now I want to be baptized Christian. I don't know if I need to be baptized again since I already was baptized, even if it's a different, religion. I'm not sure. I would assume you do. So there's just all these things that, I'm older now. I don't have a lot of distractions and things. And throughout my life, I was still very connected. But they just give you all this stuff. Like there's people on social media, and I know you can't believe everything they say, but that are hell-bent on like, you need to do things this way. And, what I was told is that, if you're sitting there trying to be this perfect Christian or Catholic or whatever, that he's going to know that that's not realistic. That's not you being your true self. So he is willing to accept you and all your flaws. So like if I'm Christian, I can't listen to rap music. If I'm Christian, can I not swear every once in a while? Like what are the rules with it? Are there rules? Am I overthinking it? So I'm just trying to figure out, because there's so many facets to it. And I love my Sunday church. We just had a pastor recently pass away from cancer. He was, going through a lot. He was in a lot of pain. So it was like pain, but also fear. And he knew the Lord was there. So he wasn't afraid of that. It was just the whole, how much more of this am I going to need to endure? And he knows that as a human and as a follower of the Lord, you still have to suffer. You still have to go through life and life's not always pleasant, and sometimes you're going to get hurt. It's not going to feel good. So what he was going through at the end of his life was very, I don't know, I guess I would say it was a challenge, and he got through it very heroically, and he also had, you know, a good man in his corner, I think, and he chose to be like calm about it, which I think was very cool. In that situation, I would have a hard time to let, you know, like knowing that I could not humanly communicate with my family still. I can look out for them and I can do all that stuff, but I can't like go and to dinner with my daughter and have a conversation with her where she sees me and we, you know, we kind of see each other in a way that's not, it's not easy to do when you go into your spiritual form and you go and you're with the Lord. So I just think that your attitude, and it's everywhere, if the Lord's everywhere, He's made everything, He's created everything. You can't completely get rid of science because they kind of coincide a little. I know people are like, whoa, but seriously. So in order to be, I think, in my mind, to be a good Christian, I think that you need to just be true to yourself. So in other words, if you feel heartfelt about it, you're going to make a mistake, you make a mistake. I don't feel like you owe everybody to talk about it. I mean, with the Lord, you should be honest, but I think He already knows our flaws and our good points. So I just feel like there are things that we go through in life. Some situations we decide, some just situations kind of get thrown upon us. So is it something you still want to put out there with people? Like, I'm having an issue right now with my mother-in-law, not happy about it. We've gotten along for 22 years and all of a sudden she goes through some horrible stuff, and I just feel like, you know, I'm kind of an easy target. And she's had some underlying things, and now it's just kind of, it is what it is. So I just leave it because it's something that she's doing, that she wants to do. I don't want to meet her in the middle. I don't want to contribute, but I'm not happy about it because it's very disruptive to our family. And it was all over like one get together. So it just bums me out that that's the case. Wanted to stay home, celebrate my daughter's birthday because it actually was changed to her birthday when originally we had a plan to not do it. And when people change a plan on everybody, it's kind of like, well, now that might not work for us. So I feel like that's totally justified in saying, now we're going to stay home with our daughter who's pregnant, and we're going to enjoy her birthday so she's comfortable. I don't feel like there was anything wrong with that. You let me know if you think that was funky though, because it was her 70th and her daughter's 50th. So we did want to attend. It's just, you know, they tend to have like, we're going to make a plan and everybody else is going to show up. So I was kind of like, you guys got to, and I said this to my mother-in-law like 3 days before we were supposed to go to that, and she got really upset, like, how dare you, and we have a right, and you should just, it was just, I felt like I was dealing with somebody in high school. So at the end of the day, I love getting along with everybody. I hate having bad blood with anybody, but I also can't control how other people feel. So if like my dad, for instance, doesn't like my mom, and he didn't handle some things between them, and then he feels like, oh, well, you like her and you're talking to her. So, you know what? I just kind of came to a point where if he doesn't see that he's putting his issues on me, then I can't really stop that. I'm just going to let him build his wall, and when he's done with it, I can decide at that time if I want to humor this anymore, if that's how he is. So it makes me look at him differently. I care about him as my dad, but my relationship with him is non-existent because of the fact that, you know, I'm supposed to be this perfect human being while he's over there doing whatever he wants, and his family condones it. So I'm like, it's not really fair, is it? So anyways, plus I'm really close to my mom. My mom's the one person, whether we've gotten along perfectly or not, that has always been there for me. She's always been in my corner. So I'm kind of like, I'm not picking one over the other. I just feel like I gave him an opportunity, because he wasn't around for a long time, to kind of show me who he was, and that didn't go very well. So, and the thing is they said it's not because of my mom, it's because of me, but it has everything to do with her and stuff that they didn't get over with her or deal with, and now everybody's like just being jerks. So I have to let that go. I mean, I can't stop it. I can't change the way people do business. I just have to move on with my life and hope that they're doing well and mind my business. So that's one thing. And then I have my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, who I'm bummed have decided to just really give me a hard time over something that I feel was very minimal. We've had a lot of celebrations because everybody's birthday is on a different day. So we've done a lot of celebrations, to go back to those people, where it was not on everyone's birthday. We could have had a dinner on a different day. You know, it just seemed a little childish to make such a big deal, in my mind, over something like that. And the reason we didn't go is because it was changed to her birthday. So we decided to celebrate her birthday at home. And, you know, she's got a little boy and lost a family member and stuff. So we were just trying to make it really pleasant for her. I didn't have a conversation with my mother-in-law after the whole, you know, you should communicate with us too if you're going to change plans. So it felt kind of like I just didn't know where we stood. I didn't want to walk into any traps. And I prefer, with everyone, I've had issues with my sisters, my brother, we're siblings, my daughters. And it's like when things are a little awkward, you just let everybody have their space. So that's kind of how I deal with it, instead of let's get into this big, and sometimes we'll get into like some tiffs that aren't pleasant, but I'm not going to stay in one. I'm going to go home and I'm going to go, you know, think about it while I'm doing other stuff, because I am also busy, and come back to the situation when it makes more sense. So I just want your input on what you think of that, because I feel like sometimes we don't always realize how we look at stuff or how we deal with something from like other people's perspectives, because we're so focused on this is how I would do it, which 95% of the time that's a good thing. But I also like to get sort of other people's inputs on how they feel about it, because it helps me to grow as a person. So outsiders looking in can always kind of give you that other perspective that you might be missing. So that's how I feel with that. So now our relationship is non-existent because I don't want to argue with them. And there were a lot of things too with my husband and my mother-in-law that were there before I showed up that they are failing to recognize. So everything is just my fault, which I think is weird, but I can't stop it because it's not really, I'm not the only one that's a part of it. I'm just kind of like, you know, I feel being forced into it, and I hate that. So I'm just like, everybody's taking their space and time, and I don't know if that's going to resolve itself. I just feel like she was so rude to me, and her daughter was so rude to me, that I don't know if I want to deal with that again. I don't really know how to trust now from that. I don't really know how to open up that negativity into my life now. And now that I know how she feels, because before, you know, there were a lot of things that maybe were going on that I didn't know. I just kind of, oh, I'm here for my husband and my kids, and we're going to go to things when we feel like it. But, you know, it was never super deep. Like, we didn't hang out all the time. And I did call her, check on her, and tried to be as nice as I could, because I don't really want to be in that stereotype of like, oh, daughter-in-laws and mother-in-laws don't get along. Well, unfortunately, if this happens and you're a daughter-in-law, I mean, what are you supposed to do? So anyway, I stood up for myself, and now I'm leaving them alone, and that's how it goes. I just feel like it's a loss for her and her daughter, because they're missing out on stuff they could be a part of. And if one get-together doesn't work out, like, I don't feel like it should be the end of anybody's life, or, oh, it's the end of the world because you didn't come to something that just didn't work out for you because of the changes that were made. So anyway, and I'm being told like my husband has no mind of his own and it's all me, and I'm like, he is very good at saying, I don't want to do that, or I am his wife, and he does listen to my opinions about things. But when it comes to his family stuff, we discuss it. Just like if we're going to go to somewhere in my family, we discuss it. because it should be our opinions and our decision whether we go or we don't go. So we both mutually agreed not to go, and so that's why it didn't work out. So anyway, and then the other thing I forgot to mention is at the end of it, let's see. So we were asked to bring food. I forgot to bring this part up. We were asked to bring food, or we were going to bring food to this party because we originally were going to go and it was going to be on a different day. They had made plans to go to dinner somewhere because I guess her daughter came in from college out of town, and they were going to go like 2 hours after we were supposed to have everybody eating dinner. So we were going to have people that were like, oh, I can't eat too much because I'm going to this dinner, which we weren't invited to. We're always being told, like, you're so important, we really like you, but they're doing all this stuff that they don't include us in. So it kind of feels like, well, you're good enough to come here and see us, but you're not good enough to go here. So anyway, it just felt like, okay, so you have your plans, and you don't need food because you guys are going to go eat dinner somewhere. And so we're just going to leave it there. So I don't know. Anyway, hello, all of my subscribers. We're building it up, all right? We don't got a lot, but we got enough. And I'm going to be straight up every time, doesn't matter. I'll get there. Just got back from Reno, celebrating anniversary. That was so sweet. And I'm walking on the trail. I didn't do the beginning part, so you'll get this part. Yeah, listening to some music, enjoying all the folks. Walking their dogs. And I don't even know. Let's see. My daughter's been trying to find some lobster, and we live near an ocean, so I'm thinking we should go that direction. I told her crab's better, in my opinion. What do you like better, crab or lobster? Oh, have you guys put in the comments your favorite? I'm a crab person. And I love it with drawn butter and some garlic. This lady made it on like a hibachi. So she cooked it because, you know, you get it kind of cold. You get the little fingers and everything cold. She put it on the hibachi, put some garlic and butter, man. Whoo, it smelled good. Morning. So you never have smelled crab better than on the hibachi. And then let's see, what else? Had my smoothie this morning. I have a smoothie every morning. I try to. I have my Grunes, which I tell you guys I love those. Losing a speaker thing. So I have my Grunes, and then I have my elderberry gummy, and then I have my smoothie with my Greek yogurt, my soursop, which I get online, which I love. Don't get the one that's got all the sugar in it. And then I get my curcumin, little sprinkle, maybe like half a teaspoon or whatever. Just whatever I'm feeling, I just put it in there. And then the spirulina, chlorella, beetroot, and flaxseed, good. And I get the ground one because then it's easier to drink. And I put in my carrot juice, freshly ground, freshly juiced, celery juice. Put in some berries, frozen berries makes it good. And a little dash of apple cider vinegar because that stuff is potent. So, yeah. And then when I get done, there's this little cute fruit stand that has fresh soups and whatever, and I go over there and I get some soup from that place, and it's so good. So, or my little groceries that I need, get some squash. Anyways, I'll be back talking to you. I'm going to be hitting some loud noises. Talk to you soon. So we went to Reno. I forgot to tell you guys about that experience. I could have gotten a room on the 22nd floor. They're comp, so I'm like, yay. I stayed at the GSR, which I really like there. They're nice. They got Jamba Juice and like pizza place and like an arcade for your kids, and it's just really cool. It's very updated and nice. Only problem is the 22nd floor for me, I'm not a heights person, wasn't gonna work. Next time I'm gonna do the elevator and handle it. But what was I gonna say? Oh, but I had a good time. I mean, I think I took $1,000 out, and I think I left with an extra $2. So that's pretty good for me. I do have my Royal Mama 555 channel that does the gamble stuff, where I kind of show people what I do, because I'm not into bringing a bunch of money there. I don't want to donate. I hate losing my money. I don't know how people aren't like, oh my God, I'm throwing all this money in. If I'm not gonna do well, I'll do well next time. So I'd rather lose less than lose more. I can't handle it. So either way, so I stay on the first floor, and the room I stay in is a smoking room, because I'm like, oh good, it's on the first floor, I'll take the elevator, and it's right near the pool, it's perfect. But I could not breathe, because I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke anything. So like, oof, I couldn't breathe. It felt like there was stuff in my nose. I was just having the hardest time. And the casino, because I think their filtration system's a little better, I think that their little, they had two, what do you call those things? Air filters in there, but I don't think they worked. I don't think they were working. So I woke up at like, I think it was like 1 in the morning. I'd gone to bed at like 11, woke up at like 1 in the morning, and then I woke up at 4 because I was like, man, I can't breathe. I need to get out of this room. I could taste the cigarettes. It was so bad. So we had to get out of there. So we just went home at 4 in the morning from Reno, and it was a drive, and there was like an accident where a big rig like slid and hit the sidewall, and it was crazy. We had Caltrans driving. I'm like, why is Caltrans driving us to our destinations? Like, it's so weird. But that's because they had to go towards the accident and stuff. So yeah, it was an ordeal to get home, but we made it, and it was foggy and all that good stuff. And you're like, oh, I don't want to hit some black ice. I can't see very well. But again, here I am, so we made it. So either way, yeah, it was a good experience. I had a really good time because I was winning, like more than the money I was putting in every machine I played, so I'll take that. So I think I bought in for $1,000, and then I think I took home 3. So I had my 1,000 back I didn't lose, and then I made $2,000, so that's pretty good for us. Didn't hit any jackpots though. If I did, you'd have seen the videos. So we got Royal Mama Things to Do 555. I know that's a long one, but I wanted to make it clear that it's a variety channel versus a specific one like the other one is. And the other one's Royal Mama, ROYALMOMMA 555. So that one is just specifically me going to the casino. I don't go all the time either. So I'll just do a few videos and then kind of put them up so you guys can see what happened and how I'm doing and how I play, because you don't have to go there and lose your ass. Like, I don't know why people do that. I like my money in my pocket, or my, we work really hard to earn it. So I'm like, the last thing I want to do is give it away. So I just figure everybody else feels the same way I do. So I just try to do things that make sense, because I don't want to give away money I don't need to. So this is the cute little place I'm show you that I go to, my little fruit stand. Can you see it? Hopefully you can see it. Oh, maybe I got to do this. Oh, sorry. There we go. See the little fruit stand behind me? I go in there. They got coffee, and I get my little soups and stuff. So a good place to come to get food. It's Andy's and Fastpool. Very cool. Anyways, I will talk to you soon. I didn't do a long video today, but I'll add to it throughout the day because I got some more things to talk about as far as the games that I played and things like that. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Royal Mama, over and out. Hola, señores and señoritas. I love saying that. So I wish I could speak Spanish. I'd be so much more valuable. Anywho, so I got my soup. Today was chicken and rice. So good. I was like so happy. And there's an ambulance going by. Hopefully it's not bad news. Somebody just stubbed a toe. Anyways, so I got chicken and wild rice. I love their soups. I go walk on my trail, and then I go to my little market and I get my soup. They had some, what do they call it? Cheese and broccoli soup too, which is little chunks of broccoli. So good. Anyways, and I found some good stuff. I have a daughter who loves ramen and loves pho. So if I get these little noodles that I get, they're like, let's see, tofu noodles. and then you put all the stuff in. I bet you she'll like that. I'm going to try it, see if it's good. And she likes the bean sprouts too, so those are good. So I'm going to try that today when she gets out of school, see if she's happy. If so, I have a new pho for ourselves that I can make. And I can get some baked chicken, so the chicken's a little better. I feel like they always use chicken that's, I don't know how, fresh it is. I feel like it's pretty fresh, but like I could just get it from a baked chicken and then it would be like really good. So anyway, so I'm gonna have that, and for lunch I'm gonna have my chicken and wild rice with my little oyster crackers. Those are good. And then I don't know. So don't stay in the smoking room unless you smoke, because I could not handle, my nose could not handle all that. It was like hot in there, and the filtration systems was not working. I was just like, whoa, I can't handle this. I need to go. Felt like I was escaping something when I got out of there. I was like, freedom. 4 a.m. I was so tired. I could not believe I did all that. What was I gonna say? What else? We have a buffet that we like. The one at the GSR is amazing. So we got the crab I was telling you about. They have all the desserts. It's like you're in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but for food. Like everything in there is good and it tastes good. I had this lovely Latina lady. She made me a chicken quesadilla with some cheese on it, and she grilled it for me, and I was like, oh, I love you. So she made me a really good quesadilla. So I had that with like, what else did I have? I had that with like some, I don't know, I got so many goodies that I can't remember all of them. But the chicken quesadilla was good. I had the crab oh my gosh, I did not know you needed a bib. I was getting it in my hair. I looked all nice. My hair was clean. Now when I was done, and I got it on all over the ground, it was like there was crab everywhere. When you crack those things and you break them open and you're like sucking on the juices, and oh my gosh, it was so good. But I smelled so much like garlic, and I was covered in crab like it was freaking New Year's, and crab was my freaking confetti. So I had it everywhere. I was like, dude, what am I gonna do? So anyway, but I had a good time. You can't totally worry about the mess. You have to sort of worry about the goodness. I did that. But next time I'll be more prepared. I'll be like, I'm gonna wear a shower cap. I'm gonna wear my bib. I'm gonna have, my galoshes on. Then you can eat all the crab you want. So that was amazing. The desserts were amazing. Everything you can think of. Mousse and cheesecake, and they had a lemon meringue. I love the lemon part. I don't love the meringue, so I take the meringue off. But I like it enough where I could eat it. I just prefer just the lemon part. It's like my favorite part. And then I had some fruits. I had some cucumber. I had some cucumbers and some cantaloupe and some honeydew and some pineapple. Had all the fruitsies. And I didn't have a salad. Usually I get a salad. I didn't get a salad this time. I didn't get a soup either. I had my daughter's ramen though. That was good. She had the lady made it fresh. And it was very good. Oh, I'm daydreaming. Hopefully that's good luck. So yeah. So I did good. Now I'm going to sit on my stuff, and I like to save my money and then go, okay, now I get to go again like normal people. And I had a good time. Definitely check out the GSR if you go there. They're very nice. Marcus is my host. He's awesome. You definitely want to ask for him. And get your players cards. Every time you go, any casino, any Indian casino, any of them, get your players cards. You don't need to use them all the time, but I would use them a little bit just because it gets you your free stuff. And I would, keep up with that, because then when you go places, you could stay for free. A $500 a night room, free, if they offer it. There are some places that don't offer it, so you have to find the ones that do. But I go to Santa Barbara, I stay for free. Because I go to Chumash. I go to, I go to Temecula, I stay for free. I go to, Pikachu. That's not the hotel. Pachanga, I say Pachanga there. There's golfing on the reservation for the Indians, and you look over the mountain, and it's so awesome. So yeah, I would definitely say, what the fuck are we doing, dudes? Excuse my French. People like to stop people in the middle of the road because fucking, driving's not really that important anymore. Excuse my French again. Oh, I'm like, I just want to get through this traffic-y area. There's like 2 lanes, and you can only drive, like 25 miles an hour, which is cool, but it's stressful a little bit.
anyways, I love pizza bagels. I have been in love with pizza bagels lately. I just get them and I can eat them cold because they're so good. But yeah, so I have a really great time when I go everywhere. And then when I go to Disneyland, I stay at Pechanga? No. Yes. When I go to Disneyland, I stay at Pechanga. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's worth it because it's so nice and it's free. And you can stay, you know, in a hotel and pay for it, or you can stay at a free place and just love your life, because I think it's really fun there. So I go there, and then what other places do I go? I love Cache Creek. That's a good one. You'll see me doing my videos on the other channel. You know, they're really nice. I have a host I love. She's amazing. And like waiters and servers, and they're all very nice, and the management's cool. So yeah, I suggest Cache Creek if you're in the area of like it's Brooks, California, so it's close to like let's see, what do we call it? It's close to like Vacaville, that area. And then if you're gonna go to Sacramento area, you want to stay at Hard Rock. They're cool too. I can't really do my videos in there yet. I'm not got enough subscribers. I have not established myself enough to be like, hey, listen, I've got 10,000 subscribers or more, and I would love to share this place with you. Then they start, okay. Anyways, so I suggest the Hard Rock Fire Mountain. Very cool. And then, yeah. There are places that I go to that I don't get my free rooms, but I really like those free rooms because it motivates me to want to go and make my videos and all that good stuff. And Vegas. Okay, Vegas. I do like Vegas. Me and my daughter like the Pool Square. We stay only at the Venetian or Palazzo. I also have an Inn with the Wind. Ha ha ha, rhymed. And they have this Pool Square that me and my daughter will go to, and then I'll send my husband to golf next door at the Wynn. He loves that golf course. It is pricey, but he loves to go, and we don't go there very often, so I'm like, you know what, just go over there, spend the money, who cares. Yeah, I gotta start playing over at the Wynn, because then I will get more comps for like golf and stuff. So anyway, going to have a great day today. Enjoy my chicken and rice soup, and I will be back with y'all tomorrow to kind of check in. We'll go on a walk together. I make good food. I got some beauty stuff we're gonna go over. I got some makeup stuff. I got the older skin. My skin doesn't look so bad. I don't do any procedures because I'm afraid. I'm like, I don't want to look like the duck woman. Ducks are cute, but not artificial ducks. So either way, I will check in with you tomorrow. Have a good day. And if I have anything else to add today, I will add it. All right. Bless you. Adore you. Chat soon.